everyone, this is Elena, and if you decided to watch this video, I guess you are hopeless romantic just like I am. You love books and you were also waiting for this month of February to indulge yourself with a few more love books and stories and feel fine about that. It's our guilty pleasure. It's mine at least. So I'm going to show you 7 books that I'm thinking on reading this month, but since I don't like to read the books of the same genre one right after another, I will definitely dilute these books with something else, but which 4 of this pile will be included in my February reads remains to be seen. So let me get started and show you what I have for now. The first book I'm to show I'm reading currently, so it definitely will end up in my wrap-up, and it's continuation of the famous P.S. I Love You. It's Postscript by Cecilia Ahern. As I said, it just takes us back to Holly and shows how her life is going 7 years after she lost her husband. I'm reading it right now. I'm in the middle. I cannot say I really like it, but we will see how it goes. Today it's really quick recap without any spoilers or too much reviews. It's just a list, so I hope it wasn't too short. But if you read P.S. I Love You and you want to know what happened after 7 years, just grab the book. Next book I'm also going to read for sure because it's written by a Hungarian author and I'm going to be in Budapest in 2 days. So this is Antal Serb and his Love in the Bottle. I want the same message. Love in the Bottle. So I don't have finest idea what this book is about. All I know that I'm going to be in Hungary. It's a Hungarian book. 14 is coming. This is about love. So constellation just done. But what I do know that this translation is presented by Len Rix, which is so masterful and talented person. And how do I know this? Last year I read his another translation from Hungarian to English and it was The Door, and I must tell that it was the most pleasurable and delightful, masterful, skillful English I ever seen in my life. I can't recall another book in English that I enjoyed as much as this one, and I can't even say if I love the story, but I remember that I couldn't take my eyes off this book because it was so beautifully written. So I'm really excited about this one because it's about love and I know that it's translated beautifully. I guess I'm going to read for sure the next book as well because it has lots of fuss in the US booktube right now and I just want to stay a bit up to date. So this is a Flatshare, but I still have doubts that I will love this book even though they're like amazing reviews. So I decided to make it like educational as well and not just amusing, and I will read this in Portuguese. And I think this title in Portuguese is just amazing. It's Teto para dois, which means like roof for two. Well, this is a story of a young girl who is very short in her budget, but she desperately needs to rent something in London, and she ended up with the scheme when she's renting the apartment but also the bed. Basically the guy will be working over the night hours and he'll be out of the city over the weekends, so she can enjoy the bed on the night hours and over the weekends, and he will be sleeping and taking shift on the bed from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and how this is gonna work or not gonna work, we are about to discover in this book. The next book is also about love, but I believe about the most important part that love shouldn't tell us, and it's support in good and bad, in health and whatever it goes. Well, this is an American marriage, and this book took the Women's Prize for Fiction last year, and I bought this book merely because I wanted to know what kind of book can get this prize. And here we'll get to know a story of a like freshly married brand new couple. 1 year after their wedding, the guy got accused in a rape and sentenced for 12 years. And we will follow his story when he's in prison and how the process and judgment goes, and also her story, how her family and friends support or do not support her. And I believe this kind of situation really shows what the love worthy, because love and like dates and hand holdings, it's all nice, but it's not the relationship. And situations like this are really show what you worth as a spouse and as a partner, even though I hope none of us will ever go through anything alike. The reason I got the next book, first of all, I love the movie. Secondly, there is James Manco on the cover, and thirdly, I just couldn't leave the small, cute bookshop in Krakow without the book, so I picked up the Internment. This is a story of a little girl, a really kiddo. She kind of falls for a guy that fancies more her sister, and this little girl, she, like a really little girl, she doesn't understand her words might have consequences and very serious ones, so she blurb a little lie out of jealous, and this life just twist and screw and destroy the lives of these 2 young people. I know that maybe this is not reading for the 14s, it's not cheesy, it's really heavy, but it's an amazing movie and I have high hopes on the book. Well, I still can doubt whether I will read it or no. It's just like it's 400 page long and the font is really small, but I have so many books to cram and the month is so short, you know, so I will see. Still questioning myself, will I read it or not, but come on, there is a James McAvoy and he is staring at me and questioning me. How dare I to question him? The next book is written by Irish author and it's Nell Williams. This one is 4 Letters of Love. I read by this author The History of Rain. I really loved it and I remember the author was so goofy, so I was curious to know if he writes about everything with such goofiness and amusement. Well, I picked this one and this story is about the boy and the girl. They do not know each other but they both live in a very conflicted and like harsh families, and one day the boy travels to Ireland to find the last painting of his father, and I'm not sure how exactly he will get this correspondence and start exchanging letters with this girl, but I will read and I will know and I will tell you. So I'm not having a feeling that I will read this one this month, but definitely I will read it in March, if not in February, and I will tell you all about this one. And I don't know about you, but I love when the story involves letters. It's just like really, you know, shining stuff. What is the word? I knew the word, you know, the thing used for the fish, like sparklish, that like attribute to cut the fish. So you say letter, you put the word letter on the book, I'm caught, and the book travels to my shelf. And the last book is a poetry collection that hasn't been translated into English, so I don't have any cover to put, so just show you like this. It has a rhyme, and in Russian it's like Kровь, любовь, which translates to blood, love, and here is a broken heart. And I don't know what I was thinking about when I was getting this book. I know I was thinking about it. I want to read like 1 2 poem in the evening throughout the months and to enjoy, and it will be something lyrical and beautiful. But now I'm expecting bleeding love and heartbreaking. I'm about to give up on this book even before starting it, so we will see. But I definitely think that this month shouldn't pass without reading some poems because love and poetry they walk hand by hand, maybe since the beginning of the time. So I definitely should read something lovely in verses, and so do you. Dun, 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 dun. So these are the books I'm going to show you by the end of the month or maybe by the end of the following months. I hope you have some lovely books and you will enjoy them all. And I hope you have somebody who loves you and you love the very same person back. And if it's not the case yet, believe me, it's just temporary. Everything will be fine, I know it. And I wish you amazing, lovely months. Enjoy whatever you're doing and be great. And I'm sending you bye 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 bye.